This past week, we highlighted some new information about upcoming AirPods 3 and information about the 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros. And speaking of those MacBook Pros, Apple plans to announce them featuring mini LED displays, an all-new design, and a faster Apple Silicon processor in September of this year, according to a report from DigiTimes. Now, Bloomberg's Mark Gurman recently indicated that the next few weeks will be quiet, as Apple is not planning on any major announcements or product reveals until the launch of its new iPhones in the fall. So this would further back that claim that Apple seems to be waiting to unveil these new Macs until later this year. DigiTimes also claimed that shipments will begin in October, following what Apple did at its last event, as products began to ship roughly 1 month following those announcements. The new MacBook Pros will feature the most radical redesign to that MacBook Pro lineup in recent years. These new Macs are expected to feature a flat-edge design, more ports, including HDMI and an SD card slot reader, a faster iteration of the M1 Apple Silicon chip, and brighter and more vibrant displays thanks to the inclusion of mini LED technology. Now again, in our last video, we did mention AirPods 3, but we didn't get a chance to talk about the next generation AirPods Pro. And according to Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, again, Apple is set to release its next generation AirPods Pro next year. Kuo says that the demand for AirPods is thought to be lower than expected for the remainder of the year, revising his forecast to about 70 to 75 million compared to 75 to 85 million. According to Kuo, the release of the second generation AirPods Pro next year will then boost shipments to more than 100 million AirPods. We also talked a bit about the iPhone 13 dummies. And this week we saw more dummy models being shared online that continue to show a new diagonal dual camera layout for the standard size iPhone 13, as well as a slightly smaller notch. The models mirror previous dummies and schematics that have indicated the new camera arrangement coming to the iPhone 13, as well as the iPhone 13 mini, and a thicker overall design and a larger camera bump on the iPhone 13 Pro, which brings it in lockstep with the bump size expected on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Now, speaking of new designs, apparently that's happening everywhere this year. There are rumors pointing to a redesigned Apple Watch Series 7 that could prioritize longer battery life over additional sensors. The Series 7 is expected to drop in September, which could feature the first significant redesign to the Apple Watch that it's seen in several years. So as part of that redesign, we could see a flat-edged case that's similar to the iPhone 12 or the iPad Pro. Apple is said to be adopting a new double-sided system-in-package technology to reduce the size of the processor. The smaller S7 chip will then free up internal space for a larger capacity battery, or perhaps Apple just plans to stick with the rumored original plan of adding in additional health sensors. There were reports suggesting that Apple was working on a way to bring blood glucose monitoring capabilities to the Apple Watch, but it might not be ready for commercial use for a few years, so hence the reports about a battery upgrade. And lastly, if you wanted to check out the latest betas that were released last month at WWDC, you could now download public betas of iOS 15, iPadOS 15, and macOS Monterey via Apple's website. And if you're wondering what's new in each update, you can check out all of our videos that we've done on those new updates and new features on the channel, and subscribe so you don't miss more videos like this in the future. This has been Dan with Mac Rumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.